man. All right, guess where I'm going? Night shift patrol. At Officer Sean Abruzzi. How you pronounce it? Abruzzi. All right, commando. He's getting his equipment right now from the officer in charge, which is Sergeant Dan Conti. It's good because he's gonna be the one running.
Never know.
They just locked up a DWI, and there's also a burglary that occurred on another section. So we're gonna stay available. You might as well talk a little while we got you in here.
I was in the Marine Corps for about 4 years and 4 months exactly, actually.
Nice. 2 deployments. 2
deployments to Afghanistan. Both of yep, 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines.
How long was each deployment?
Both deployments were 7-month deployments.
Vehicle sirens.
Should be coming up right here. You saw flames?
Yeah.
From coming out of where? Be careful.
On the left side of the hood was open. Just like a few minutes ago. Like I told her because my son was really freaked out. So I told her I'll wait with the car. You go to off.
There was smoke. I smelled it. He didn't because his nose is stuffed.
You smelled smoke?
I smelled
you didn't see smoke?
Didn't see smoke.
In the parking lot, looking at the vehicles. The only description they have is a male wearing a brown cap.
How you doing, sir? You alright? Well, we're looking for someone around this area right now.
We got called here for a guy with a dark color hat walking around looking into cars. So that's why we're here. Okay?
Now?
Yeah. And so, you know, you have a dark color hat on. We want to make sure it's not you.
Oh, okay. So fine. There you go.
How you doing?
How you?
All right, just do me a favor, just keep your hands out of your pockets for me, thank you. Just in case. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth, but just in case. Yeah. You know? I mean, he matches the description here.
Headquarters to Baker, valid 4/30 of 2017, carrying 0 points, negative all around.
Now let me talk to this dude. Hey man, sorry to bother you. How are you? Do you see anybody walking around here? He had a brown cap on.
No. Why? What happened?
They said there's somebody was looking at the cars and stuff, so it was around this area.
Oh, okay.
So, all good? Okay. How long you been out here? For a while?
I just pulled out here.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
appreciate it.
I'm gonna go check the next apartment complex.
So guys, one of the reasons why I asked to ride with Sean is because not only is he a fellow Marine, but I knew kind of that he did some charity work. And
I have my own nonprofit chapter that I branched off of a company called Wine to Water. What they do is they travel the world, they drill wells for water. I mean, they set up water filtration systems in areas where people don't have clean water.
Wow.
It's sad because a lot of areas, the kids will die from dysentery and malaria at the age of 12 and 13 years old.
So this is all nonprofit?
It's all nonprofit,
wow.
Yeah. Fell in love with it. I went all throughout Peru, Brazil, Colombia, and we turned the water on, and we had kids jumping up and down, screaming, agua, agua. It was awesome. It was a rewarding feeling, and that really put a smile on my face by seeing the smile on their face. So then I kind of took that idea and I spun with it, and I thought that that's a great idea to help combat veteran suicide. I thought by putting a smile on other faces, we put a smile on your face. So I'm giving veterans that sense of purpose they had when they were active duty, now giving people the ability to have clean water.
That's pretty powerful stuff.
Set up my own chapter called the Veterans Chapter.
You know, I mean, hey, plug it, man. Where can people go and find out about this stuff?
Well, I have a Facebook page, Wine to Water Veterans Chapter is the Facebook link, and you can go on there and you can find out any information that you want, and that will send you over to the actual website called winetowater.org. And in winetowater.org, there's you go to chapters and veterans chapters right there, and they'll teach you all about that.
That is awesome, man. Oh, like, can you name any stats for vet suicide and all that stuff?
I mean, well, right now we have a stat 22 vets commit suicide a day. An average of
per day?
Per day, an average of 22 vets commit suicide per day. I've lost more friends to suicide than I have in combat, and that's not even like people I know, that's actually like friends. It's like I've actually lost more friends in suicide than I have in combat. So it's something that touched me, and I think it touches a lot of vets, and they know that. So
that's I applaud the cause, man. That's amazing. All right, Sean. So we're going a couple hours now.
It's good. How's Maryland?
It's good. It's good. Mirror image of mine.
A bunch of good-looking guys.
Really are.
Scholars and gentlemen. o'clock now. It seems to be the start of a busy Friday night.
Yeah.
See what else you got going.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I just came in and waiting for Adam Clark to pick me up so we can go back out on patrol. Adam's a good guy. You'll enjoy him. Hey! Hey! What's up?
What's going on?
Look at this guy.
How are you?
What are you wearing?
Ready to hit the streets?
I continue focusing on this. Can you move your hands? Look at this guy.
What?
Played it to stereotype.
New uniform, yeah, you know.
That's really nice. I'm
Embrace.
sure everyone's going to love that.
Embrace our differences.
You know, you're against policy, a little out of uniform.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, you ready to hit the streets?
Let's
or what?
do it.
I'm ready.
It's gonna be
Let's
awesome.
do it. Okay.
Don't be mad, but I didn't like or subscribe yet.
See what I'm saying? Come on.
I'm not good with.
Let's see. This is the Taurus. What is this?
This is the Taurus, one of the Tauri that we have. It is a little bit small, but for whatever
For you,
reason,
it looks like it's perfect.
you know what? I somehow
The
it
small
works.
area seems to be coming from this side. Luckily, I applied butter to my uniform today. So it's Christmas weekend.
It is.
Yep. And you're working the entire weekend?
Yes. Ironically enough, I guess I'm taking off on the 26th.
Sounds about right. It's normally what happens, right? Because of manpower. But seniority-wise, you're high up on your squad.
Now I think I'm like third highest on the squad, which is
good.
Crazy. I mean, 9.5 years.
I know, dude. If I wasn't involved in the hiring process, I would not know anybody. I really think I would. Because I'm stuck in a.
I thought you were going to say if you were involved in the hiring process, I wouldn't have a job.
Yeah, if I had a say in it, you would have never been in uniform. No, I'm kidding. He's awesome. You're married.
I am newly married. I actually got married in town here, incidentally.
How does that feel when you're working Christmas weekend?
It's rough.
She
I mean,
upset?
she's definitely upset. She is obsessed with all things Christmas.
Yeah.
And therefore, it's obviously a bit of a strain, you know, me not being to be off on Christmas or Christmas Eve.
Not originally from Jersey, right?
No, not at all. I was born and raised in Virginia, Northern Virginia, and I moved up here when I was like 17. New Jersey grew on me, and I laid down some roots.
Military as well?
Military as well, yes. I've been in the Army National Guard for 14 years now. Anytime we're having drill or any kind of military duty, we're waking up at 04, 05 in the morning, which is normally when I'm going to bed.
So we are conducting a property check on one of the shopping malls that we have in town.
Yeah. Property checks, an important part of what we do.
10 in Power Mill.
It's the holiday season, so that is always a target for the criminals. Oh man. We have to kind of figure out first, obviously, if there's any kind of animal cruelty or anything involved, which there wasn't. It was just an accident, but the person who hit it should have stayed.
That's pretty cruel.
Yeah, we have no vehicle information, no witnesses, so not much more we can do.
Kind of a downer. Good things, this ride along must come to an end.
I'm going to switch to a different vehicle.
Some cooler cops?
No, you were cool, man.
You didn't want to come to lunch with me?
It's totally cool. Well, I mean, I'm off duty right now. Well, not off duty technically, but this is my own time, and I don't want to just sit there video, taking footage of you eating.
Off duty?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can't turn this off.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Remo.
Remo, what's up? How are you?
Not bad. I got locked up, everybody. It's the end of the vlog.
He's going in.
Day before Christmas. Great time to get locked
Thanks
up.
a lot. We're riding around with Pete and John. This is Pete.
How are you?
John.
What's going on?
We are. The reason why I jumped in this car is because they are doing the FTO program. John just started working with us. Pete is his field training officer. That's what FTO stands for.
The FTO program is it's geared up for a guy that's been on a little while to help the brand new guys and show them the ropes, show them how we do things here, basically. The program is about 3 months. There's different phases. John's in his second phase right now, which basically the last month he's really kind of doing things on his own. That's how the program's geared to work.
We've had motor vehicle accidents, service calls, and the service call ranges between ID thefts, family issues. We've picked up a few warrants. We've made a few arrests, many motor vehicle stops.
We had an unattended death last week.
We did have an unattended death last week.
That was your first one?
Yes.
Well, if it's a suspicious incident, then we call out our detectives. It's not part of the job that you really enjoy. It's one of the harder parts of the job. I am off tomorrow and Christmas. I have some seniority here, so I'm pretty fortunate. I think John took off tomorrow, and I think John's working Christmas.
Yes, I am.
Both have families, right? Married, both of you?
Yes.
No, I'm not married or engaged yet. Slowly working on it.
I'm married.
How does the wife feel about when you work holidays, Pete?
You know what? I'm pretty fortunate because when I met my wife, I was doing this job, so she already knows what this job entails. So I'm pretty lucky. She has a good grasp of what it takes to do this job as a spouse.
Part of the reason why I'm doing this is to show the human side behind the badge, based off of, because of everything that we see in the media, is relatively negative. And I like to, every time I ride with somebody, I try and pick their brain, get their views on that aspect of it.
I think things have changed. I think I notice, me personally, for doing this for 17 years now, it's a very tumultuous time to be a police officer, in my opinion. It doesn't seem like the media is very friendly towards us anymore. I still think that there's a lot of people out there that support us. I believe that. I think the media has hyped up a lot of things. They've kind of painted a bad picture. In regards to police officers, I think there's always going to be a few bad apples out there. However, I think the majority of guys and girls, they're good people. But it's a tough time right now. But I know that there's a lot more people that support us that you don't even realize sometimes.
My opinion on it's a lot like yours, Pete. I think that the media hypes it up to what it is. I challenge a lot of people to read Title 2C in New Jersey, read Title 39, understand why we do what we do. Because a lot of people will just go with what media says. Are there bad cops out there? Yes, there is. I mean, we always try to end in a positive note. Because, I mean, that's what it is since people's view of us is so bad right now, that people don't like us, well, we have to work every day to try to change that.
Yeah.
How about your heightened sense of awareness? Is that,
That's
obviously, that,
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely higher.
way higher,
yeah.
right?
You're definitely more aware of your surroundings. Obviously, there's a lot of police officers getting shot and killed in this country right now, so...
Do you find that it affects you when you're off duty, when you're at home, when you're out with your families? Do you just decompress when you go home? Does it, how do you feel when you're off?
I focus on the things that I like to do when I'm not working. I have my hobbies that I like, so that helps me decompress.
I mean, I find myself off duty, you're always paying attention to your surroundings. You're always looking to see who's coming through the door, positioning yourself certain ways in a restaurant. Like Pete said, you have to have hobbies outside the job. I go camping. I do a lot of outside stuff.
Oh, I like the outdoors, fishing and hiking. And I like antiques, actually, which is kind of an anomaly, I guess.
You're one of a kind, Pete.
Yeah, I think I'm probably one of a kind. Not many people in this profession, maybe, I should say.
I tell you what, we did. We just graduated the Citizens Police Academy. There was one question on there that said, circle the below words that you feel best describe police officers, and almost all of them put arrogant. I mean, I definitely see the bravado of the Type A personality cops that get this job. Some of them become arrogant if they weren't already because of the authority that it gives you. But what are your thoughts on that? Because I do hear that a lot, that people think that we have power trips and all this other stuff.
I can understand actually where they're coming from a little bit. However, I think unless you've done this job and the very nature of our job, you have to be, I don't want to say you have to have an arrogant mentality. That's not what I'm talking about. But you have to be that take charge kind of person. To be a strong-willed personality sometimes. Can you do it in a nice way? Of course you can. So I can understand where the public feels arrogance. However, I think a lot of the people that do this job are confident, and they have to be, because if you're going to cause a potential for getting injured, I mean, you have to have that confidence.
I can definitely understand where the public sees that as police officers being arrogant. However, I also think majority of the time it is confused with confidence. Yes, I think some people do let the badge get to their head. And, you know, listen, it happens. People, like I said, police officers are human beings. You know what I mean? It happens. And, you know, I do believe that some people just let it go too far sometimes.
All right, so we're pulling up to headquarters. So I just wait for them to let me out the back because these doors don't open. And hey, guys, really?
Sorry about that, Rio.
Yeah.
Forgot that you were locked in.
Thanks a lot, fellas. Thin blue line, fellas, same team. Thanks. Merry Christmas.
Oh man.
I brought you a gift. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
It's festive. What's that? Our fans.
Hello, fans.
Wanda Lee and I go back how many years now?
At least 6.
It's a little bit of a grudge against her because she stole my best friend.
Stole
him away from me. We've been friends before she became a cop. When did you graduate the academy?
We graduated the academy in May with 6 other people, other police officers that are still here. Thank God. We're all still here.
Nobody got fired?
No. And we're just all going through this process of learning how to be police officers. You know, it's all brand new to me. I've never done any other law enforcement jobs prior to this. My husband has been a police officer for about 10 years now.
Here in Parsippany?
Yes, we are.
First ever married couple.
Yes. We obviously didn't meet on the job,
right.
But yeah.
That's, and, you know, we're going to do a vlog about how to become a police officer because I know, and, you know, and I can understand why a lot of people probably be like, oh, well, okay, it's his wife, so no wonder why she got the job. And you, ironically, got hired by just the process of events that occurred.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that the fact that my husband works here is a plus for me, that it helped me in some way, but I think it's a hindrance, really. I mean, you know, I have to live with that little stigma.
Is that because nobody likes him?
No. He's a great guy.
He's awesome.
Everyone has good things to say about him. But, you know, it's tough to fight that where people think that he's doing something for me. And it's not like that. Yeah, because the process here is pretty clear cut.
Yeah, and I can vouch for that because I do the hiring process, the clerical part of it anyway. You know, I don't do the backgrounds or anything. But you originally deferred.
Yes.
The first time around.
I was recovering from a surgery. And the police academy is physically demanding.
Right.
I'm sure everyone knows. I mean, I just couldn't do it if I wasn't 100% sure. It was my last shot.
Smart.
I'm aging out.
Yeah.
I'm aging out of the... Yes.
So by deferring, the next time we hired, the people that were... that all were before you that didn't make the cut the first time, if you can follow me.
Yeah.
Either got hired somewhere else, didn't want the job anymore, whatever, and then you ended up coming out number 1 on the list, which is like... it's amazing, you know what I mean? And then to be related to... your husband, yeah. So, like, but I mean, I guess the good thing is he's a detective, so I mean, it's not as bad if he was on patrol. And
so we have a calendar that we both have to update constantly, and then add the kids' stuff to that. So then we know if he's working nights and I'm working nights, something's have to happen for that those days that we're both out at night.
Do you even see him?
That's why we work.
It's probably like the best marriage ever.
Yeah, 6 years, and I think we've spent about 3 months together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's good to have your own time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people that are married would agree with that.
I'm here on my own time right now.
But, yeah.
After a full day with the family for Christmas Eve.
But we have ships passing in the night. Is that how they say? I don't know.
I feel like, I'm going to put background music to that one when I edit it.
Strangers in the night.
That's good. Yeah. Just trying to put the air conditioning on. My window's fogging up.
To sweat.
Which I think every single person I've ridden with, I've got in the car and be like, you got to turn the heat off. I'm dying.
So.
We got a car with no lights on.
Tango 46 West in front of the Paul Miller Bentley. $298 to 48. That was it. It's Christmas. You don't want to give anybody a ticket on Christmas.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. I'm getting used to being a cop. It's hard. It's hard to get used to, you know.
Say hi, I'm recording.
Hey, how you doing?
I know you're recording. Alright, so what's the description?
They didn't have a description in the mail. It's just the guy who comes by here once in a while, and somebody came outside. No one called it from inside. It was just...
So the guy that we're looking for comes here often?
Yeah, I guess he comes here often with his bike, and he just rides around. And if his bike's in the area, he's here, but he wasn't bothering anybody.
He wasn't doing anything?
It was just that somebody came up to him and says, hey, he was in all black. What are you doing? Didn't respond to him, so they thought it was a little suspicious.
He was right here when they...
Yep. Yeah, his bike's still here, so...
He was wearing all black, they said?
All black, that's all they gave us.
Hat, anything like that?
So right now, we have a total of 5 females in the department, but there's only 2 of us on the road. Because the other one...
You mean like on patrol?
Yeah, on patrol on the road. Because we have 2 detectives that are female and 1 lieutenant. So just myself and another female officer. She's obviously been here for years.
Right.
So she knows a lot more than I do. It's just the fact that I'm a female, searching a female.
Right.
They feel more comfortable with that, you know? Yeah. Right. Yeah. And if they're comfortable, it makes everything go smoother. Yep. Because we don't want confrontation. It's not what we're looking for at all. Yep. You know?
So what do you say to females that want to get this job?
It's hard for females to feel like they could do this, I guess, because they think it's a man's job, you know? But I would tell them that there's a space for everybody. Like, they need every type of person to do this job. Mm-hmm. You know, in any situation, whether they're the aggressor or they're the victim or whatever it is, sometimes having a female officer there, it just makes everything so much easier. Right. Yeah, so I'm not the biggest guy here. I'm definitely not going to start a fight with anyone. So much room over I know, right? Not on my belt, though. No room on my belt. But there are things that I can do that the guys can't do.
Yep.
Just because...
And I've always felt that way. I've always felt that, you know, it's not all about the brawn and muscle and, you know, I mean, it's how you talk to people, how you have the command presence, which you have, you know, I mean...
We need everybody.
Right.
You know, if you want to help or if you feel like an inkling to do this job, don't let gender or size or anything like that hold you back.
Right.
Because, you know, we don't have to be the stereotypical 6 foot, you know, 190-pound muscle guy.
I am about 185.
But you know what I mean? Like, that's what people...
all right, so we're wrapping it up at the end of the night. I just wanted to get one more point of view from someone who is pretty much new to this, you know. Like, now you're coming on at a time when things are pretty hostile in this country with law enforcement and the public and all that stuff, or at least portrayed that way.
Right.
You knew it coming into it. So how does that affect you?
The problem right now is that people see you in uniform, so they're responding to the appearance. Just this. It's just what we wear, and a lot of times we don't allow ourselves to come through as a person. You know, because we want to be so authoritative, or we want to show up at a call and be in charge or whatever, that the person that you're dealing with doesn't see you as a human being. Yeah. They see you as a police officer, and that's it. That's where it ends. And it's like, well, I'm also a woman. I'm a mother. You know, this is a job for me. I can relate to what you're going through. Maybe not exactly the same thing, but maybe something similar has happened to me in the past.
Right.
And I don't mind showing a little bit of humanity there, but at the end of the day, I'm just a person, and I'm just here to do my job. And I know it's the worst day of your life, but you know what? I'm not having fun doing it either.
Yeah.
I'm not having fun showing up to somebody's worst day. That's not a fun thing,
right.
You know? I just want it to go as smooth as possible. I want to help you get to the next thing, whatever that may be. If you're under arrest, unfortunately, that's the situation we're in. But I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to get through this process because it's my job.
Right.
And I'll treat you with the same respect that you're treating me, even though you're on the other side of the screen or whatever it is.
Look at this guy's shirt. Get up. No, I'm recording. You want to be on camera with that thing? Okay. Do you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Look at this. You're off duty now, I hope?
Yeah, well, I'm going in a few seconds.
Oh, you're coming in?
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Can you let me turn this off with your festive? Awesome.
You love
Merry Christmas, everyone from Parsippany PD.
Well, thank you very much for letting me ride along with you. I hope I didn't take up too much room. And
what am I supposed to say to that?
tell your husband I said hello. Still a little angry at you for taking him away from me.
I invited you to the ceremony.
My old partner.
You were the best man.
I was the best man.
So which means you approved.
I was the best man, yeah. I mean, technically I approved, I guess. See you. Thank you. Be safe.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, and tell them to
subscribe, share, watch it again, give it a thumbs up.
Thank you. Later.